Welcome. If iptables has ever felt like a tool you'd rather not touch, you're in the right place. This is 12 lessons that take you from never having written a firewall rule to running real tables on a production Linux box without locking yourself out. You'll build the mental model first, get hands on every page with real commands, and finish with a look at iptables, the modern successor. Before we go further, let's figure out who this course is actually for. There are 3 people I had in mind while building it. The new sysadmin who just inherited a Linux box and knows port 22 exists, the UFW graduate who suspects there's a real engine hiding under those friendly commands, and the migration-curious admin staring down 30 servers and wondering whether iptables changes everything. The 12 lessons map cleanly onto those 3. 4 lessons each, 1 act per persona. If you see yourself in any of them, you're home. So here's the roadmap. Act 1 builds the mental model. What a firewall actually is, your first safe rule, the table and chain structure, and how matches work. Act 2 is where it gets real. Stateful filtering with contract, rule order, NAT, and the persistence patterns that keep you from locking yourself out. Act 3 takes you to production, logging, iptables, real configurations, and shipping with tests. 30 minutes to read, 15 to practice per lesson. 1 long weekend, end to end. Before we touch a single rule, we sign a safety contract. 3 commitments. First, practice in a VM, a Vagrant box, a $5 droplet, an LXC container, anything but your production server. Second, always set a rollback timer. Schedule a flush to run in 2 minutes. So if a bad rule cuts your SSH, the kernel rescues you. Third, save explicitly. Iptables changes vanish on reboot unless you write them to disk, and they survive unconditionally once you do. Honor these 3, and you cannot lock yourself out. With the safety contract in place, let's check what you actually need to start. On the left, a Linux box you can sudo on, basic shell fluency, and 30 minutes of focus per lesson. Most of you already have this. In the middle, what you don't need. No CCNA, no prior firewall scars, no OSI memorization. We genuinely start from what is a packet. And if you don't have a spare Linux machine, the right column lists 6 free ways to get one. Pick one, have it running before lesson 2. Now, with the prerequisites sorted, here's how every lesson is actually built. 6 promises, repeated in every deck. We open with the mental model before the syntax, we keep your hands on a real terminal, and we never show you a dangerous command without the rescue path beside it. Slide 11 catalogs the bugs that look right but break in production. Slide 9 is a printable cheat sheet for your monitor. And Lesson 10 gives iptables a full chapter, because the skills you build here need to outlive iptables itself. To make all of that concrete, here's a taste of how Lesson 1 actually opens. We start with an analogy. Your Linux box is a building, every packet is a visitor, and the firewall is the guard at the door deciding who gets in, who gets blocked, and who passes through untouched. Then we run sudo iptables, L on a fresh system, and look at the empty chains together. No syntax drills, no jargon dump, just a mental model first, then the terminal. So that's the plan. 12 lessons, 1 firewall at a time. Before you open Lesson 1, do 4 things. Spin up a throwaway VM, read the safety net document so you don't lock yourself out, then open the first deck and type every command along with me. Don't skim. I'll see you in Lesson 1.